Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today, sitting here on my lunch. Went through my Twitter timeline today and checked out all of the big time wrestling rumors. Actually, on my lunch I went back and I listened to Austin versus The Fly, old time podcast. I didn't have any podcasts to listen to today, so I had to go through and I had to find something that I knew was going to kill an hour for me, and it was as good today as it was well over a year ago when it first came out. Stone Cold Steve Austin show has gotten a whole lot better, but if you got 45 minutes to kill, make sure you go download Austin versus The Fly. It's one of his very first episodes that he did, and oh man, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. But the big time wrestling rumor that I heard today that I was checking out on my timeline was Brock Lesnar staying with WWE after his contract ends at Wrestlemania 31. It was highly rumored a few months ago that he would leave and he would go to UFC or Bellator once his deal was done. I know that once his deal is done, more than likely he will, step up to the negotiation tables and he will look at whatever deal is the best deal for him. But at his age and having so much time away from the I was going to say the ring, but I guess so much time away from the octagon, is this something that really Brock Lesnar wants to do, is just really get into there and beat on him. I know that in his last match he was beat to the point of where basically he retired inside of the ring, just saying that he just couldn't do it anymore. And then at that point, that's when he went back to WWE and he started on the very cool, very easy sort of schedule that he signed. And it's probably one of the biggest negative things about Brock Lesnar. I know that it seems that when Brock comes back, it's WrestleMania time or it's SummerSlam time, and WWE and Monday Night Raw always seems to be a little bit more exciting. But I really wish that we would see more of Brock Lesnar, because at this point, if Brock's going to stay on the same sort of deal that he has now, I'm at the point where I just hope he just doesn't stay. I hope that he does leave or pursues some other interest, maybe gets a hunting show with Shawn Michaels and just does something like that. I know that you think of the opponents that Brock has had. He had the John Cena match, which had a big time, huge interest in him coming back for Extreme Rules, and of course from there he went on to the never-ending series of matches against Triple H, which led to him going up against CM Punk and The Undertaker for WrestleMania 30, and I think that's just about everything he did the whole time he was there. If there is anything else, I know that a lot of people out there were really hoping that Brock Lesnar would go out and he would fight guys like Sheamus or Randy Orton. I think at this point he's been in the WWE for 3 years and he hasn't touched those guys. Well, I guess he did have the match. He beat the fuck out of Mark Henry, and I think he had a match against Big Show, or it might be the other way around. But besides that, he really didn't touch any other guys in WWE. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Would you see those things as steps down for those guys, or would you think that a guy like Sheamus or a guy like Randy Orton going up against Brock Lesnar would actually help and put them over to the point? I'm not sure, but there is going to be big money thrown at Brock Lesnar. We have to see if WWE steps up to the plate and they want to match it off, or the Bellator or UFC wants to put down so this guy can come in. I'm just saying that if he stays in WWE, I want to see him more, because at this point, I don't know, man. It just seems like wrestling is a big, huge step down when he's not around. I mean, it does pick up, but it picks up at the point it normally would pick up when he's not around. WrestleMania and SummerSlam are always two of the most big, important times of the year. No joke that it's going to be there. This year he did the Royal Rumble. I think that was the first Rumble that he did. But that was when he fought Seth Rollins. So I guess Rollins was involved in that. He has taken 2 curb stomps from Rollins. They're really helping Rollins out, put him over, make him look like he's a main event guy with that Money in the Bank briefcase. But that's about all I can think of.